Our world is changing every day and it's changing by design. In this series, we examine the changes and the designs. This is FutureNow. Welcome to episode 1 of FutureNow, Townhouses. In this video, I'm going to explain why townhouses are going to become more popular in the future. We'll also look at the pros and the cons. Stick around to the end to learn as much as possible. Townhouses are multi-floor homes that share 1 to 2 walls with adjacent properties but have their own entrances. In the suburbs, townhouses are often uniform homes built in a distinct community that may have its own homeowners association. Newer urban townhouses may also have a uniform look and an association, but older townhouses in cities tend to be more traditional row homes that can stretch for city blocks with less restrictive or no homeowners associations. If you hate mowing the lawn, cutting down the trees, and the general hassle of landscaping that comes with home ownership, then this may be exactly what you're looking for. At best, you may pay a small monthly fee to have the property maintained, or, at worst, you may have a very small patch of lawn or kitchen garden to take care of. Believe it or not, some townhouse communities actually come with amenities. It's not uncommon for some upscale gated communities to have a swimming pool, a gym, and a park, among other things. While some people absolutely hate having neighbors, for those of us who appreciate them, this is heaven. In the best case scenarios, there's a feeling of community and togetherness that one can only experience in a setting like this. While there are no guarantees in life, it must be said that living shoulder to shoulder with other homes helps provide an added layer of safety and/or serenity that cannot be bought. With so many neighbors close by, it proves to be a deterrent for unwanted guests like bandits and burglars. Excluding the internal staircase that a townhouse is almost guaranteed to have, the fact that there's very little yard work to be done and that some townhouses require little maintenance inside as well make them almost ideal for the elderly. Because by their very nature, townhouses tend to share external walls with their neighbors, it means that once you are flanked on both sides, you have no work to do to two of your walls. As a bonus, having less external work to do also results in less frustration for the homeowners. Probably the biggest advantage of all is the reduced cost. Because your home occupies a smaller piece of real estate, you're sharing walls with neighbors and have very small front and backyards, if any at all. A townhouse is likely to cost less than a standalone home. This is great for first-time home buyers, young people, or just anyone on a budget. Even if you can afford a more traditional home, you can still enjoy the savings of townhouses. This one might be the most obvious of all. Sharing a wall with your neighbors in a home that you bought or rented is not for everyone. Depending on the level of sound insulation or lack thereof, you may hear all sorts of sounds from your neighbors, and you can be sure that if you can hear them, then they can hear you too. This one may not be true in all instances and may not be immediately obvious for some, but townhouses tend to have less floor space. They are usually narrower than the average single home, and the only way to make up for the floor space is to have 2 or more floors. Some townhouses may even have as many as 4 floors in an effort to make up for floor space. If you want a mostly flat and spacious home, this option may not be for you. Depending on the housing project, the Homeowners Association may have very strict restrictions on what changes you can and cannot make to your home. If you love to switch it up every now and then, this may not be for you. Depending on where you live in the world, townhouses may be a bit of an anomaly, meaning it's not the norm and are very uncommon. This can lead to them being shunned by would-be buyers or their owners feeling less than because of some sort of stigma. To add to this, some financial institutions may not recognize townhouses as they would a single home, and financing may be more difficult to come by. We've heard the pros and the cons, but why are they the future? For homeowners or even renters, townhouses represent the best of both worlds. You have a space to call your own, but it's not just an apartment or top floor condo. And it hopefully won't cost as much as a single family home. Financial institutions cannot ignore this form of ownership forever. With rising land and home costs, land scarcity, and ever-increasing urbanization, townhouses and similarly designed living arrangements are going to become more and more commonplace in an area near you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content like this in the very near future.